who have figured out a bit of a formula. I think Tundra is certainly one of them. I think there are a few other examples in the group stage, and I think it'll be interesting to see as the tournament develops who's going to be able to come up with the answers to what you kind of know a team is going to be doing.
What are they doing?
Well, actually another team was like 9 Pandas and their whole Alchemist and Doom. We heard BSA talking about Tundra's strategy here. I mean, they seem to have just some big boys who are going to be hard to gank, maybe hard to kill in a first blood. Nope. They actually back away as the smoke breaks.
So you're telling me the Tundra strategy is meat.
The beef.
Just open up that beef ranch, start ranching.
Mm-hmm. Beef begets more beef.
Do you know... Do you know why this game is so interesting, Cap?
Because mid-Omni Night?
That's true. But do you know lore-wise
Oh, no.
why it's so interesting? There is actually a good story in this game.
Hold on.
There is a good one.
Let me think.
You'll not know it. I'll tell you what it is if you really want to know.
Go ahead.
Bloodseeker, Strigwer, worships the Flayed Twins, the dual gods of blood for the blood god. But do you know who they demand be sacrificed for their blood throne, Cap?
The Omniscient?
It is the Omniscient.
Oh my god.
The all-one and knowing god of Omni Night, who he revealed to the world to be true in faith. Can he claim that blood once and for all? That is the story behind this match. The Flayed Twins versus the Omniscients. Who will come out on top? It is a great story.
Hey, you're losing it with this deep dives into
the lore. That's the last lore, I promise. But, I mean, actually, did you know what they... No, I'm kidding.
that was the last one, I promise. But actually...
I thought that was a pretty good one.
No,
that's actually a good storyline. And we're going to see if 9 can get off to a fast enough start in this melee matchup with that Omniscience behind him. I'm looking for domination mid and for Xtreme to deal better with the tri-lane pressure, which they're already doing. They were ready for it.
Blood grenade! Blood grenade! Get him!
Blood for the blood god. He thirsts. Literally, the thirst is already powering up Ghost on the other side of the map. You got to be worried about this 1v1 because of the 3-on-3. This is much better preparation from Xtreme, right? They're not letting JT get abused by the tri-lane. They learned from game 1. All right, we're going to bring 3 down here and fight. And the other upside is you have that Bloodseeker in the 1-on-1 melee matchup where he's going to get a crap ton of thirst boost if you're trading in this 3-on-3.
For sure. Especially with the way blood grenades are just being tossed around nonstop. A glimpse back from DY as he was in a bit of trouble there.
The downside for Xtreme is I still feel like Tundra's 3-on-3 is slightly stronger, and
I think so too, yeah.
The 1-on-1 mid is what I'm worried about, right? I think in theory 9 can pull very far ahead in this matchup. I have not seen this matchup, so I technically I do not know. I don't know if anybody's seen this matchup. Maybe 9 and Thompson, I guess. So we'll see how bad it ends up being. It's probably not as bad as Huskar or Necro or something. I think Paparazzi can do okay.
For sure.
But it's going to create some play opportunities, right? You might be able to TP in a support, get a cheeky kill, prevent Paparazzi from getting to free level 6. So then it's a question of, can you make it up on the Bloodseeker lane, or are you just winning the tri-lane? And Xtreme are already going to dissolve this tri-lane. I feel like getting JT in a lane is enough. DY goes top for the pull. I like this move. This move is really nice for the 1-on-1 because you're just going to deny some extra creeps from 33 while giving Ghost free waves under the tower. You can even just head back bottom through the gate.
Yeah, and I was, like you said, I was not convinced the lanes would actually work out for them. Both the tri-lane, blood grenades being thrown out here, trying to slow him down, actually gets the shot that kills Kaka instead of going for JT. So first blood going over to Soxa. Because I also think the Underlord will beat Bloodseeker 1-on-1 unless Bloodseeker is just cracked on stats, on those thirst stacks.
It's a good matchup for Underlord in general. The part where this matchup becomes terrible is when you can just trade with super high thirst points. But if that trade's not happening because you're just losing the lanes, and 9 is a sustained hero mid, so like you can't get chipped by Paparazzi here too much.
They know you're coming, DY. They had a ward down, but maybe they'll still land this one. Snake King's going to be found in the trees. They are going to be able to hop out. JT taking a lot of damage. Snake King, he glimpses back and dies, but sure, Tundra will take this trade off. Not only is it support for core, but maybe it's 2 for 1. Is DY?
The skeleton.
Oh, the shot's coming from Soxa. He's just going to keep running him down, and finally the shotgun is back up and blasts away, and yet another hero
Kaka should get the cleanup here.
Is he? Skeeter actually comes over to help out to make sure that Kaka cannot complete that kill.
All right. I mean, despite the Fire Spirit's just able to power through it. And another brisk early laning lead here for Tundra across all 3 lanes. Damn, Sox is so rich off these early trades. He has more net worth than Paparazzi right now.
Yeah.
Almost. It's like one creep worth.
Yeah, and he's going to go deny himself to the Tier 2 tower so he can collect some of those items. Glimpse back onto 9. Well needed at this point because Paparazzi, he wants to be able to get a water rune.
Healing
denied by the Crystal Maiden instead. Snake King is going to die. But looks like they're going to be able to deny the bottle refills on Paparazzi.
He still has 2 charges left. Will get salved here. It's good that Xtreme are helping Paparazzi mid. You do not want to let those small ganks skew this matchup even further. Yeah. And now you're in a decent position to just get that 6, and Paparazzi can start influencing the map. I don't think you're going to be able to chip the Omni Knight or anything, but you might be able to gank some of these side lanes if you can get them low, break open the tri-lane, for example. You can fight with level 2 spirits. Any of this stuff, abuse the early lack of disable for Tundra, because the disable in the mid game is going to be fearsome. You're looking at Pit, you're looking at Cookie off of a Frostbite into a Wraith King stun. This is a lot of chain stun if you can land it. But in the early game, you might just be able to run around with slights and get something.
Oh, actually diving back in onto Skeeter. And with the Blood Grenade and Fire Spirits, it's going to be a lot of damage over time, but probably needed to be able to land those last couple of Fire Spirits. Got the last one. I don't think he'll die from it, but he will be very low, and the Bloodseeker will be very happy about that. I actually had an interesting question as we're going to watch JT likely die here. Skeeter comes back in with the Wraith Fire Blast to ensure the kill. Soxa takes a lot of damage, even the creeps. Yep, he's going to take out, but at the same time, Kaka, he gets a little bit low.
Man, what a brawl.
Very fire to throw down.
Infernal Blade, no Devour on this lane, just max fighting. DY's even coming from behind. Blood Grenade out there ready. Level 2 Thunderstrike too.
Yeah, that is a bold idea right there. Really wanted to be able to find Skeeter and get him killed, but not quite. Damn, look at that consumable gold spent in this game. Both supports spending close to 1,000.
It's a lot. It is a lot of investment here to try and win this safe lane. And the issue is you don't have the favorable one-on-ones. Like, the more this happens, Omni Knight and Underlord are cruising here.
Bumper. Oh, no! He was all set up to try and secure the power runes there with a remnant on each side, but gets overwhelmed by the burst damage from 9.
Yeah, he got an early taste of the omniscience right there.
He really did. And DY, he's going to die as well. Got the arcane rune. Lose his life for it.
Those are the big mid kills Tundra were looking for with this matchup. Even though the Ember 6 just didn't matter.
Snake King. Kaka will get him in the end and gets the Fire Spirit out on Skeeter. He's going to try and dive away. Oh, the Wraith Fire Blast. That should take him out. And if not, Skeeter can deliver the finishing blow himself.
Well, at least it's some quiet time for JT, who hasn't had any of this game. That hero's dying all around him since minute 0.
The 1v1s aren't going well. The ganks aren't going well. How do you fix this for Xtreme?
Player on your ults. That's always the answer.
Yeah.
Got to get a good Rupture kill, good Doom kill if you can get to it. Maybe bring numbers to the Bloodseeker. The problem is these heroes are just so tanky. Like you're saying, the beef is there. 3 strength heroes for Tundra. Heals from the Omni Knight. Extra Grace. Vanguard already done for 33. Those big core kills are not easy. Kind of need levels here, so pretty much just have to take it and find some catch-up opportunity later on. And this definitely got to find levels for supports.
This Wraith King in particular is going to be quite troublesome, right? I mean, you're pretty reliant on those ultimates you were talking about. Rupture and Doom. Wraith King really doesn't give much of a damn about those 2 spells.
Nope. That is his strength in this game. You need ults to kill people. The King does not care. Bows to nobody. And Snake King will steal their minute 7 Wisdom Rune again. This cannot happen.
No. Especially this late into it. He wasn't there at 7 minutes.
I mean, Snake King is just going here on a prayer. His prayer gets answered. This is XP you really need when you're losing the lanes and you have supports who really need those ultimates up as soon as you can get them for the extra damage boost.
Yep. I feel like part of this is super... What I've noticed is when you win the lanes, you're a lot more free to try and secure the enemy's power runes and wisdom runes and stuff. I never feel like when I'm losing that I can actually take the time to go invade the enemy side of the map, because obviously we're losing our lanes. Anytime outside of the lane is just going to make it lose even more.
Invasion-wise, 100%. But, I mean, we're talking about your own.
Sure.
It's 7:30. Somebody got to pick that up.
Yeah.
Because now DY's level 3. And he's pretty sad. Like, there's no tome. There's no tome in the game, my friend.
Yeah.
There's no button to click to make up for the rough XP you've had to share with your team.
This
and with the double Thunderstrike build, oh my
that is
God,
terrible,
I forgot about that, dude. This guy's in trouble. He's in trouble. This build feels so bad when you fall behind on levels.
Yeah, he 100% invested in trying to win lanes and get kills, did not get them, and now...
I guarantee you, everybody who's ever played Disruptor and done this build out there is in physical pain right now.
Yeah.
They're like, how bad can it be? Then you try it. You don't have field. Don't have the extra glimpse points.
Feeling pretty bad.
May as well just send the mount into battle on its own. Stay home and have a pint. Here's a rupture kill.
All right. Well, they needed to get one of these kills eventually, and they... Oh, God.
Will they?
The heal comes out. They stand knife back. Oh, the shotgun blast brings down Ghost. Saksa, the intended gank on him, and now they're actually going to use the rift to get back into the state, or back into the base, rather. Sorry.
So much early effective sustain here.
They gotta change the can we change the figure on the minimap? I was looking at the portal, the other portal. It's the exact same figure, you know?
Well, yeah, they're both gates.
Yeah, but, you know, it'd be helpful if it was a little different.
I mean, if it's the same thing, it's going to be the same icon. What, do you want every subway stop to have a different sign?
I hate you. Why can't you just be supportive?
Supportive?
I need help.
Like the Omniscient supported Omni-Knight when he sought him out for clip.
Well,
33,
yeah.
He's going to do his share of supporting this game, as I fully expect all the auras to be built. And that's going to be even more problematic if you're going in the mid game from a behind position, which you are with all 3 cores, 1500 behind here. What's going to cut through all this HP? Because the thing about 3 strength heroes is when you get the auras, then the auras are just even better.
Yep.
You have so much beef to beef up.
Just
on top of
increasing that
aura,
effective HP so much.
There's a storm brewing. I mean, even Snapfire still has 3.2 strength gain.
Well, it's certainly not a static storm. That's not brewing up anytime soon.
That is not brewing. That is very far from brewing. I feel for DY, man. There's just not much play action to be made.
Yep. You got a killing carry and no way to get kills. Bloodseeker is a sad man right now.
It's a tough Bloodseeker game. Like, all 3 of these core matchups are not that easy for him. I mean, Bloodseeker's strength in this meta is he's kind of an anti-melee melee carry.
Sure.
Where he can get shard and stuff later and start cutting through with multiple ruptures.
Okay, there we go. Here's the comp. Oh, wait, the Dark Rift is going to come in. Uh-oh, problems.
Big lot of problems.
A whole heap of problems. Oh, God.
That is a gate full of problems. He didn't even die.
He didn't die. They could have denied him if they wanted to. They didn't need to. Yikes.
I don't want to say it, but is that just the game?
Kind of. Yeah. I mean, that was your all-in play right there.
He didn't even get egg off. I mean, even if he eggs here, I don't think it's living because Snapfire just. I mean, you don't have Shredder, but I think it dies regardless.
Yeah, there's 5 heroes there or something.
I feel like Xtreme don't know where the move to make is, and they are not comfortable farming on this map because they lost so many early towers.
Yep.
I agree with both those statements. I'm looking at this game trying to figure out where the move is. I'll get back to you on that.
Okay. Well, maybe it's time for a timeout. Somebody unplug their mouse on Xtreme.
Oh, this man got a shield rune too. Okay. This is why you gotta take the 7-minute XP rune, man. I'm telling you, you cannot get XP on supports this patch if you're not killing or you're not getting those runes. At least the 14-minute one's coming up. Give it to this man.
Or
guard it with your lives.
Or if you're hitting neutrals. The Chen.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's the upside of
Maiden.
Chen and CM. Like,
yeah.
At least you can go and do some little jungling.
Yeah.
Maybe another kill attempt. They do have Rupture here.
God, they have to use so much to try and get these kills. And again, they're just not going to get it, perhaps. The Supernova being committed here. 33 trying to get out of the way. Omni Knight has abandoned him.
That's a disgusting amount.
Oh, he got the dive away up to the high ground before the Ray Fire Blast hit. Boy, that was important just for morale. If you still traded 1 for 1.
I agree, the morale boost necessary here. Maybe you could look for some cheeky glimpse plays. Actually, you're out of mana. Do a full wand. That was all your ults. Okay, you got 1 big core kill. That's what you were looking for.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
9 will clean up Kaka on the backside. And you have Doom coming back up.
He's watching JT. I'm watching you. Uh-oh. Beans Gate in. Bye, JT. Man, it is so effortless when Tundra goes for a kill. When Xtreme go for a kill, it is like a monumental affair.
There is quite the dichotomy in this game.
Look at, he's got his shield rune. Hit me. Holy crap. Okay, that was about 5 seconds. You can get him back underneath that tier 2.
I mean, he has full wand haste rune here.
Static storm him.
Well, we don't have it yet.
Oh, 14-minute rune. Come
No.
on, guys. Heads in the game.
He's already dead. Just give the man some XP. He just wants his ult. He just wants his ult.
They're taking ancients.
Already got it. He got it, boys.
We did it.
He leached it off the mid.
Mission
DY.
impossible. There's 2 cores on the side of Tundra that are double the level of this disruptor.
It's time to make a play. Got a D-War 2. Oh, things are cooking. Double Maelstrom not up, but 1 is up for Ghost. You have your Egg back up. You have Doom back up. You have Rupture. I mean, you're falling behind in this game, so when these ults are up, you got to make some magic happen. Tundra looking bottom. All 3 of their cores.
God, they had all their heroes close by here. If JT gets ganked and dies, I'm going to be feeling some things.
I mean, one upside for Xtreme in this game is you could argue the catch is a little low. Like
A little.
You know, I mean, is Paparazzi in threat of dying? Probably not.
No.
So you can rat out the map. You can stall this game up.
I think it's free for him. Everybody else, though, not so much. As we can see from Ghost, 1 Frostbite gets him killed. DY is going to be looking for kills. He's going to throw a ward up there on the high ground to try and get the glimpse back, loses sight of them. He dives in. Zoxa turns around, gets the kill. I like that Observer ward outside of the high ground sentry there.
Defensive Egg, but
Egg not
defensive
on
enough.
the high ground means it's very easy to pick apart, and Paparazzi is going to have to make use of all that mobility and lack of catch on the side of Tundra now. Where we go? Oh, he actually opened up a Fiend's Gate for them to join him. Oh, Paparazzi! It was just a bait. The portal, the Fiend's Gate, that wasn't really an objective. You didn't need to try and stop them.
All right, they left 9 up here.
Okay.
This is the time to shine.
I mean, he's got all of his abilities. He does not have a TP,
Doom.
though. Oh my god, they actually doomed him. Holy... That's the...
I don't blame that Doom at all.
I
do not blame that Doom.
kind of do.
I mean, this looked kind of good, but then 9's like, oh, you want to fight me?
Whap, whap. Double damage, Echo Saber, Omni Knight. Because he's got the 50 base damage, so double damage actually uses that talent. Disgusting.
Oh, I never noticed this was base damage.
Yeah, that's why the
I thought it
hammer
was
works
plus
so
50.
nicely.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, because the hammer is based off your...
Yeah, I mean, my brain figured it had to be. I didn't think of it in terms of double damage. It's like, oh,
Sure.
Shit. Well, you have Deso for Skeeter already taken tier 2, so that Roshan is also open for Tundra whenever they want to go there and try and force that fight. All the early auras coming out. Good glimpse. Send 9 back to base. You can think about that one with all your omniscience.
Yeah, somehow the omniscience didn't warn him.
Yeah, didn't see that glimpse coming. Still haven't seen a static storm, so we still have that up if you're
That's
Xtreme.
good. Yeah.
I mean, you just gotta split this map.
trying to catch him. Paparazzi's going to have to play a pretty tight game from here on out. Unfortunately, that gank, while it doesn't work for Tundra, it does find the observer ward that was watching them.
They're getting some dodge out on the map. Like, Tundra hasn't grown their gold lead. So there's some hopium here. You're going to have to battle the Underlord ores as Pipe is completed and Crimson is going to be close to follow. That's going to be the tough part.
Oh, nice light. That was great timing. Paparazzi's cooking a little bit.
Too easy for Paparazzi.
I think this game's actually pretty hard for Paparazzi, but...
Too easy for Paparazzi.
Radiant are scanning.
All right.
You ever know did you ever know the story? Well, hold on here.
Yeah,
go
JT,
through the
I
gate,
think
my
that might
friend.
be your best option here,
Use out.
friend. Take the Fiend's Gate and use it as an escape. Oh, the Static Storm kinetic field. Wait a minute.
This looks kind of good if you had your cores here.
Yeah, if only there was any damage behind it. Hey, well played by JT. Still may die, but, you know, okay, he lives.
Sure. Is this the greatest bait of all time?
Perhaps DY is going to die here. The Supernova. No, Soxa needs to die. Oh, the egg. It died so quickly, and now one Frostbite kills Paparazzi. It looked for one shining moment there like it could have been incredible, and it may still be okay here as they are going to be able to kill the Wraith King. Bring him down. Ghost is very stuck, though. Oh, open up again.
Very fast.
Nope, caught inside the pit. Sorry. Ghost still going to die here. So, you know, a trade-off. Not the worst.
You got the Wraith King kill.
You
That's
got
1,000 gold.
Yeah.
That's a decent fight for Xtreme right there. Off the swift moves from JT. You gate for me? No. I'm gating for you, brother.
The best part is that gate actually brought him to the rest of his team when he was totally isolated.
That's one way to use your enemy spells against them. If you can get to some Doom Ores here, that's going to help your team fight a lot, because the Tundra damage is very... It's like slow magical damage, right? Until Wraith King gets maybe 2 more items, which are probably coming pretty fast. Like Snapfire, Maiden, Underlord, it's just a lot of AoE magic burn. That's why they went Veil as well. Try and pump the numbers up.
Yeah.
So you can dissuade a lot of that. You can keep your cores in the fight. I just don't know how you're protecting Egg. And I feel like you need the Egg to go off. Imagine Egg can go off in a fight like that.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if Soxa was dead. Even if the egg still dies, it would have done so much more damage. Unfortunately, Soxa, on like 100 HP, was able to burst down the egg.
The problem is there's also this Heavenly Grace that can double Dispel. It's a lot to prevent in order to try and save this Egg. They do have BKB on Ghost, so the ability to commit in the fight is going up a bit. You have Vessel for Kaka and Tormentor up. I mean, you better do this damn Tormentor, because...
Well, they're going to smoke. Are they going to hit... Are they going to run to this Roche pit, or are they going to do Torment?
They're going Roche, but it's going to be too late. They're hesitating.
Yeah, they were running back and forth, and that hesitation... I'm not even sure if they would have gotten here in time anyway.
I don't think you can fight without Doom either.
The worst part is if Tundra smoke up, then Xtreme may not even get the chance to do the Tormentor.
Oh, no. You should have just done the Tormentor.
Take the little win.
They're running, actually.
Now they're going to do it. Oh, God. Oh, no. DY, he's going to be picked off first. Get the glimpse back, so they've got a little bit of time. Oh, God. 9. He shows up. A big hit on Paparazzi. Almost enough to kill him.
Oh, the body box
needs the help. Get through the defender's gate. They're safe. The base is safe.
That was probably the best shard they could get. Phoenix Sunray.
Who? Oh, Phoenix Sunray. That's good. Well, if the egg survives.
The egg will survive. It must. At all costs.
Oh, he's a long ways away from level 12.
I mean, the upside for Kaka in this game is every time he dies, he gets a Vessel charge. So he's got that going for him, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, true. I forgot about that. Dude, Nine's burst damage is so hilarious. He's got the... As soon as he's going to have this overwhelming blink, he's just going to blink in, bam, bam.
The upside for Xtreme, though, is Doom is really good for Somniac. Like, you just purge everything. So you can kill these heroes in the fight if you get a really good Doom through the GA, through that Grace. Like, none of it really matters.
Sure.
In that sense, it's nice. I mean, you're not doing Wraith King to start, but if you can Doom Omni at the start of a fight, find him alone, just burst him, it's a decent mechanism. Skeeter with 3 lives. We'll try and force some action here.
If he can't get it there, he'll get it around the tier 2s.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Reeves and Pipe done for JT. This is about as good as your 5-on-5 fight's going to get for a while, especially with double BKB being finished here for Paparazzi and 2 more creeps.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Solar Crest for the Underlord. That's interesting. That'll help out the Wraith King a lot. I guess Omni Knight too. They're just pretty, like you said, like a lot of slow magic damage, and then there's Omni Knight and Wraith King are just trying to, 3-shot people pretty much.
Double Glimmer as well for Tundra. There's a lot of buffs, a lot of save, a lot of auras back to their wheelhouse. If it's AoE, I'm building it. Papa AUI said if I don't build an aura, I don't get to eat.
But the food is free.
Doesn't
Glimpse
matter.
back. Static Storm. Okay, he gets off the ultimate first. They are still going to try and burn through him here, helping out with the cookie. They do have the gate on the other side. Got to beware of that one. They're going to turn back into it here. 33 does get ruptured, so they can follow him through the gate. They're going to leave the Phoenix behind, but chasing after 33. Poor Kaka. He's like, wait, guys.
Come back.
Wait.
Where'd you go?
Don't leave me.
I mean, it was only a 4-person Uber. They didn't get the XL.
Yeah.
Kaka, you should have ordered better. Still, nice plays around these gates for Xtreme. Finding 2 big core kills in a game where we thought maybe you're just looking at another 25-minute throne.
Yeah.
They're finding the openings here.
Do you think they outscale Tundra? Like, if they keep this at a 10k gold lead for another, 10, 15 minutes?
Honestly, I kind of do, yeah, in a weird way. But they have to have all 3 cores online. It can't be like where 1 or 2 of them are so far behind. It's not some game where I think Bloodseeker is going to 1v3 these cores.
Yeah.
I do have questions about core Omnis in terms of scale,
Yep.
especially in games where you can so easily remove his spells. I don't feel like this hero is actually that good in the later fights, honestly. I think most of his spells are kind of lackluster. Like, his heal is just, who cares? Hammer's nice, but is this hero doing more physical burst than most right-click carries? Not really.
Yeah.
I feel like he's like a cheeky momentum-based hero.
For sure.
He's not like the Huskar. Like when you put the Huskar mid versus Ember, and then you're just worried about every part.
Nice catch.
That was beautiful.
Skeeter, Rayfire Blast into the cookie. Very good combo, and Skeeter immediately hitting the high ground.
Gotta keep in mind, he has 9 armor reduction here.
Oh, man. Static Storm does manage to
2.
catch the Omni Knight here.
If you can get Omni out of this, you can't. Remember, it's 2 lives still on Skeeter. He's just going in.
Skeeter's still going for it. The Aegis is going to expire soon, and the reincarnation was used, so it's possible.
Yeah, 8 seconds.
Xtreme can take this fight very soon.
All through the gate.
They can get on out of there.
Imagine you had a black hole
Anybody?
there.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to go through that one, JT. Straight into their own Tormentor, and that'll be Snaking Shard.
On the topic of Omni Knight and how he scales, I guess it would be pretty dependent on his talents. He's got a -6-second Hammer of Purity cooldown, which I guess is okay. And then 25 talent plus 75% Hammer of Purity damage.
Yeah, the talents are definitely nice. Maybe this hero's a bit like Core Snapfire, where the talents just turn you into a beast.
Yeah,
we just haven't seen enough. It's hard to know. I still feel like as the game goes later, this Omni core is more about like buffing up his other cores, helping them in the fight too. So you kind of have this snowball group effect, which he can definitely buff the Wraith King here. It's going to be obnoxious. Don't want to doom off that Grace when he has the second life. Woo! I mean, it's just too easy for Paparazzi.
Radiant are scanning.
Too easy for Paparazzi. You ever hear that one before?
No. I don't think anybody has ever said that before because it sounds awful.
Papateasy. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yes, and that would have been much better. You should have done that
Well,
first.
I'll save it for round 3.
Okay.
I'm sure there'll be another highlight.
Will there?
I mean, the game is still the same network differential as it was at 15 minutes.
So percentage-wise, it's going down.
Yeah. So Xtreme have done a pretty nice job staying in this game and finding farm, honestly. It's impressive. The downside for them is they just lack the Phoenix levels because the early game was so rough for their extreme supports. You really wish you had higher level eggs here, but beggars can't be choosers. And Crimson finished for JT. Okay, the trifecta of auras is up for extreme. It's a matched Underlord here. Crimson's going to be obnoxious for Tundra on top of this pipe. Can block a lot of the physical burst damage coming out. Even a Pavis for a DY. He's probably getting one item this game, and that is what he chose. Not a bad one when you look at a physical jump burst lineup.
I mean, you add all of this armor and auras on top of a 300 block.
Honestly, this game did not get closed out by Tundra. Like, looking at these net worths, I don't know if this is where they wanted to be 10 minutes ago. But it's just to say they're not in control of this game still and in a favorable position to maybe get next Roshan and win it, but it does feel like Xtreme are finding more on the map than they have the right to be in. Ghost is closing in on Nullifier. That's going to remove a lot of the auras and buffs. Another Omniate answer here.
A tool to teach.
Looking for the fight before. Trying to use the Doom Aura. Still level 1 egg. You got to keep that in mind. But he has that Sunray Shard. Got to use your percent damage wisely. You have Bloodseeker Shard. You have Sunray. You have tools to bring the big beef down. On top of Dispel's Purge for the Doom. Doom for the Purge. Blood for the Blood God.
Doom for the Purge?
The Flayed Twins Hunger. Yeah, he's got Purge on Doom.
Yeah.
And he's got the spell Doom to purge the Omniate.
Oh, okay.
You just don't understand the mastercraft of my wordplay, honestly. I wish you appreciated it a little more. I know Twitch chat appreciates it.
They definitely don't. There's just, what is he saying? Well, the smoke does not allow Xtreme an opportunity to start a fight.
Maybe better, because they'll let them finish Nullifier and Sage Kaya.
Yeah,
so big items coming in for Xtreme.
And they are on the right side of the map to fight for Roshan here. Tundra, are they going to go for Rosh, or are they going to try and find a fight first?
It's a big question.
They see a Blood Ride out, so I think they're going for the fight.
Yeah, Grace on Skeeter, he's just in.
The Pavis is already out onto Ghost. They know this was a potential go from Tundra, and they do save Ghost, but the BKB is now on cooldown.
I don't think you can fight without it.
Yeah, this is very awkward now. They have to retreat.
Skeeter's going to have another jump in one.
He is, and he's going to go for that Doom.
Got Fire Spirited. Buy some time for JD to try and walk this off, but can you re-engage? Because I don't think you're getting out of this.
They've got a high ground ward to be able to counter-initiate on. They just need to be able to see the right heroes. Look at Tundra, though. They played the left-hand side of that, knowing that the ward was on the high ground and knowing that you don't want to go on the Wraith King. Oh, Ogre Steel Totem Club gets him out of there. As always, that tier 3 item continues to save heroes that definitely should be dead otherwise.
Tundra just want Rosh here. They don't want to get dragged into some awkward position for a bad team fight. I can respect the discipline here around this objective that surely should be yours, especially with Bloodseeker BKB down.
Yep.
I say that, and Xtreme are going to smoke even without that BKB.
I mean, it is hard to get here fast enough.
You have level 2 egg.
Yeah, this Rosh is definitely dying before they get there.
Yeah, she's gone. Cheese and Aegis.
But maybe they'll still catch him on the low ground. Maybe they'll choose to fight anyway.
You can get a good jump if you can find the Omni Knight. Actually, he has
sees the back line a little bit. Saxa pokes at him, and now Tundra on red alert. Well, actually, they're just full on diving after these heroes. Support's leading the way. Glimpse back. Paparazzi pops his BKB. Has a remnant out. Should be able to jump.
You got to get the hell out of here.
Jump again. He's good.
And we'll all get out.
Oh, look at that. Look at the TP mid. Getting in front of JT.
Well, he knows he's here. Won't be
Gonna
able
find
to snag
him. Cannot cookie him, though.
That's space for these BKBs to come back up before a high ground push happens. You got to look at where Tundra allocated these resources, right? Aegis on the Omni Knight plus Lincoln's. You're removing that easy Doom target for the fight, while Skeeter's still sitting on a second life with Cheese and AC completed, plus that Defiant Shell.
Which I think kind of means you now have to focus on the Wraith King.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of got it. He is the biggest damage
tough.
source, and you kind of got to poke him down and see if you can get rid of that first life.
But that's who Tundra wants you to go on.
Yeah.
Because then the Underlord's auras are going to work. He has Cheese to maybe back him up, and the Omni Knight can throw all the spells on him, and you don't want to doom the Wraith King. That's why it's so obnoxious here. If I'm Xtreme, I don't want to fight into this Aegis. I'm trying to stall the game out, which means if I can get deep on side lanes, start pushing it out, if you can get outside of base, you're going to be happy. All stuck right now, except for Ghost, who is continuing to kill some Wildekins for the Blood God here.
And of course, Tundra, they're aware of that idea. I wouldn't be surprised to see them sweep and see if they could catch somebody.
They have double Lincolns as well.
Looking for a pick off mid. Paparazzi didn't have a remnant out. And the punish is not quite enough. The Pavis plus all of the auras come out from JT. That will keep him alive. But it was a good idea by Tundra. And I guarantee you, Paparazzi's definitely thinking about leaving a remnant out the next time he goes for one of those creep waves.
You're going to have to think about these Lincoln Spheres. You do not necessarily have the easiest spells to waste on popping both of these, especially if they get thrown on the same target. And if you misland a Doom or Rupture, that might just be the fight. Because Tundra are happy taking the longer engagements with the Wraith King ultis, with the Omni Knight spells. Big question here is, if you're Tundra, though, is this your window to force the high ground, right? Like, are you getting much stronger past this period if you don't try and end the game? I mean, I feel like Tundra always feel like they are. There's still a lot of room for growth. It's not that they're in a rush.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the current problem would be that Wraith King is kind of getting close to peaking out, but not even that. I mean, he could still get upgraded Blink Dagger, drop the boots for, looks like he's going to be going for a Bloodthorn.
Can always get Ags and Shard, Moon Shard, refreshers, more talents.
Scotty for Ghost, I mean, certainly needs it, but it also doesn't feel like the item that's going to change the nature of the game.
I also can't help but feel like you need some armor on your side. This is such a physical-oriented lineup, at least in the late game for Tundra, with the burst jump. Like, if you had AC or Shivas or something.
He's around Zoxa here, who has the opening on a Ghost, and they hit him with the cookie. The chain stun coming out, but a lot of defense being used here. All of the auras being blown once again to save Ghost's life. He's getting back with the BKB. Nice chasing after him, though, and he's doing a lot of damage, and the kisses are coming in as well. Too much damage. JT could not find the Snapfire, and now he is going to be laid to waste underneath the freezing field from the other support.
Aegis still up for a minute. Just do not want to doom anybody here. Do you have buyback on Ghost? You have buyback on JT. Do you want to double pop him to try and take this fight? Might just be giving up a lane or two here to save him as Paparazzi's trying to cut waves. The damage is done.
This Wraith King is going to just lay waste to these buildings so quickly.
How many skeletons are there? What the hell is this?
Yeah, and he's doing it so efficiently. Drops all of the skeletons. He went all the skeleton talents. No tier 2s up, meaning they can go for the full mega set.
20 seconds for Bloodseeker. You're going to have to buy if you want to prevent megas here.
Skater immediately goes for the jump. Disruptor down, buyback by him. BKB being used by Paparazzi. Sees a little bit of a clump and tries to go for it. But now his BKB is going to be on cooldown. The Supernova is going to be popped. Can they protect it?
Shredder.
They do have the Shredder, and it's going to blow up the egg. They use the Doom onto the Underlord as well, so that means the Omni Knight is free to be able to engage all of his spells here. Xtreme have to be able to reset.
Oh, he ate him!
GG.
That's it.
That is it.
Man, Ghost goes